Welcome to ILLAY Legal Channel, where we sit and we speak with our partners and clients. Generally, they are businessmen that are trying to push or develop their own business in Spain. This time we are with Mr. Farhat. He's been our client for the last 5-6 months. I'm not really sure. More than that. Okay. And he's kind of special. He comes from the UK. He has two brands that now he will explain himself how they combine each other. And he's trying to develop an important number of franchises here in Spain. That's his goal. And recently, he's been a brave man and he said he will be open more than 50 in Spain. So let's see if he's able to manage that. Well, so please introduce yourself.
First of all, I've been traveling to Spain for the past few years, and I've always found Spanish market very, in terms of opportunities, it's got a lot of opportunity. Not so much competition. One of the things that actually struck me about Spanish market was the number of tourists, a lot of tourists every year. Last year for 2025, I looked at the number of tourists was around 94 million, second highest, I believe, in the world. So it's a growing economy, it's a growing country. In terms of business, I believe that it has a lot of potential. So that's why, I chose Spain. Obviously, I've been involved with Domino's Pizza, I've been involved with Pizza Hut, with other brands and stuff. How they are thriving in Spain at the moment. They are doing really, really well.
Definitely, Pizza Hut for sure. I would say one of the first ones that arrived to Spain.
Yes.
And there's,
then especially Domino's. Domino's, I mean, they have...
There are a lot also.
Yeah, and being an ex-franchisee of Domino's and multi-unit operator of Domino's and stuff, I found this would be the perfect place for me to start as entrepreneur, as a master franchisee for Caprinos and Zinglet. Caprinos has been established for over 14 years now in the UK with over 120 branches. And
only in the UK?
Well, in the UK, got branches in Ireland also, branches in Pakistan, going to Saudi Arabia, going to Bahrain also.
And to Spain.
and in Spain. So Caprinos, established brand in the UK. Just recently, 2025, actually there are Papa Awards in the UK. So became number one in terms of food service and quality, number one in the UK, comparing to other brands where Domino's was number 2 and Papa John's was number 3.
So we're speaking about a kind of business that the quality is superior to Domino's.
Definitely, hands down. So hence that is the reason. Quality was the first thing that actually impressed me about Caprinos. Caprinos founders actually, they also started Zinglet, which the first unit opened just last month, and it's smashing.
So it's completely new.
Yeah. Zinglet is completely new. It's a new concept, but it's a Nashville style hot chicken, something different, something probably in Spain people haven't tried it or haven't
heard about it
or anything. So when I chose for Spain, I decided to actually go with the Caprinos and Zinglet dual concept under one roof. So that's what makes it unique in terms of feasibility and stuff and viability. Thought Spain would be the best place. And in terms of stores, I mean, the initial target or objective of 50 stores, it's actually short-term goal. Short-term goal.
I need to hire more people.
So creating obviously jobs. We're hoping and expecting at least maybe over 500 jobs a few years and stuff.
If you continue like this, maybe the Spanish government will give you the citizenship straight away.
Yeah, that's rare. I mean, Barcelona found the best place to start with.
So just so everybody knows, you are based in Barcelona now for the last 8-9 months, more or less.
Correct.
Where are your shops starting?
Well, we're gonna open the first one in Mataró.
Okay.
Second one in Barcelona, and third one.
Both in Maresma area, more or less.
Yes.
Okay.
And third one in Sabadell.
Yep. Okay.
And
the fourth, or there's no fourth yet?
Well, I mean, there are pipelines. I mean, shops already or franchisees in line already. We haven't allocated the locations yet.
Okay.
We'll be announcing the rest of the locations and stuff.
No, that's great. Maybe a different topic that you should be able to share with the people that are viewing us is how you manage to get rent contract, because that's a difficult part in Spain. Finding spots, managing with city halls. That generally sometimes the English also it's a problem. There's a language barrier there.
There's a huge problem. And one thing that I would say, the credit goes to ILLAY. Credit goes to you guys. I think it made it a lot easier for me to actually start over here, even though it's not an easy to start with. It's not not an easy place or country to start with all the legalities and everything. But having your support, it's been great in terms of signing the leases, in terms of incorporating the company, setting up all the accounts and everything. That has been a great. And I think if I were to do it on my own, I would have been struggling.
But I would say everybody, Spanish people will also struggle with that.
Even though it does take time. But from the first call that we actually spoke back in October, I think.
I remember that call.
Yeah,
I was in Madrid. I remember that.
Actually, you have been great. ILLAY's and Arcos, they have been wonderful. That's been the great help, and I think that's where I feel a lot more comfortable in terms of understanding the system, understanding all the. Even though a couple of times you mentioned that I need to get used to the Spanish delays and times and stuff, and.
But you're getting used to it.
Yes, I am getting used to it. So.
No, that's good. There's something else that you haven't still figured, but you will figure it like in a short time. Employment.
Yes.
Managing employment here, it's difficult. It's expensive. There's lots of, I would say, traps.
Sure.
So you will need to think about
but
it. How to make we need to make maybe a proper lesson for you to understand that, because that's completely different.
I will have all the support. I'm pretty sure I can count on you.
Of course. But that's something that you will need to understand, because it's tough. It
is. I mean, it's tough everywhere.
Yeah.
If you look at it realistically, I mean, it's. I've done business in Italy. I've done business in the UK. Pretty much all the places. But I think that the most important thing is the staff. If you treat them well, if you take care of them, they automatically become loyal to the brand. They become loyal to the business and stuff. So it's not an issue. Personally, I think. I mean, I've dealt with it in the past and stuff. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
It will work. Something that we've been speaking about it in the past, we spoke about it, is about your idea of building a connection between Zinglet, Caprinos, and the community.
Of course.
How you are thinking to
I'm a firm believer in that. I believe that any place that you work or any place that you do business, you've got to contribute to the.
But how are you thinking? How you can give that return to the community? How you can do that? Of course, despite jobs and all that stuff.
Of course, the jobs is the first thing, but then along with the jobs, you get involved with the local communities, football, soccer, or.
I understand, but let me ask you in a different way. Like, I'm a Catalan person. I'm local. In fact, my village is beside Mataró, for example. I've been seeing lots of different kinds of international or different kinds of business moving into the city. They never get involved. Like, there's two different societies: locals and non-local. How are you planning to mix that? Because that's something that could be interesting.
I think you've got to contribute, whether it's schools, colleges, universities, whatever you can do. Hire students, give them the discounts, get involved in different programs and fundraising events and stuff. Whatever you can do for the community. I mean, looking at Barcelona, I was already planning, and I was thinking that getting out all the team and everybody and cleaning the streets. Just picking up the rubbish and stuff, and maybe even posting some signboards.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it
something
again.
like that. So all different involvements that we will have.
No, I mean, with the city halls and the councils, you'll have any.
Of course, whatever we can accommodate. One thing for sure, especially for we will have a special discount for all the government employees and stuff. A specific discount that they could use: police, fire brigade, the medical services. And
it's a big community here.
That's okay. I mean, still, I believe in that. I firmly believe in that you've got to give back to the community and stuff. And that's the only best way to do.
No, for sure. It's not common at all. Generally, does not happen. But yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If you have a strong commitment with that, I think people will be happy. Yeah.
Of course.
They will come back. So, just to start ending our conversation, when are you planning to open?
Well, we'll be opening hopefully by the first week of August. We are targeting for the first week of August.
Mataró, okay.
And towards the end of August, Barcelona and Sabadell.
At the same time, or more or less?
In a week's difference or something, So by the end of August, we're hoping to open all three shops and stuff.
Okay, and hopefully you have a fourth and a fifth already.
Of course. By then, I'm hoping. Had a meeting already this morning with agency. They are actually bringing in franchisees and stuff.
Okay.
So this is the business, Mark. I firmly believe that this is the business that we're actually really good ROI, a very friendly environment in terms of dealing with all the issues and everything, and operating. We'll be supporting in all the matters and everything to make sure that the franchisees become successful.
No, that's great. Of course, everybody's invited. No? I don't know if there's a special discount, but definitely we will go. 1st of August, it's an interesting moment to open this kind of business because people are on holiday, so you should make a big event.
Sure.
Yeah, let's see if the community in Mataró enjoys it. That definitely, yes. So, as you know, of course, Spain inside the European Union, there's big franchise. We have Domino's, Pizza Hut, Hat, KFC. What made your brands different or special to your competitors?
Well, as I mentioned about the Zinglet already, Zinglet is a unique brand, unique product also.
Okay.
Something different than all these. One, it's going to be all fresh baked, fresh product, daily basis. So whether it's burgers, chicken strips, chicken wings.
But it's, sorry, just so everybody knows, it's only chicken. Like the main product is only chicken.
Yes, for the Zinglet it is. So it will be daily, totally fresh, not frozen or anything, fresh product. And Caprinos, there will be some mixture of famous pizzas already, which we're doing in the UK, but we'd be adding some more brands, some more toppings, adjusting to the local, you know, what
taste, no? Like,
taste
yeah,
and stuff.
and cultural heritage. No?
Exactly, exactly. So I'm very certain that people will love it, love the product, and they will come back again and again for it.
Sure. There's somewhere we can find this information before your opening?
Of course, at the moment, pretty soon we'll have our Spanish website up, but at the moment it's caprinos.co.uk. You can check all the products, check everything.
No social media yet?
We are already, we have started the marketing side. It hasn't gone live yet. Obviously for UK, it's there.
Oh yeah, for the last years. No?
Yeah.
Well, except
Zinglet.
Zinglet, no?
Zinglet also, if you go on Instagram, you know, you'll be able to find Caprinos and Zinglet, both of them on Instagram.
So, Mr. Farhat, thank you for coming. As always, a pleasure meeting you. It's something that we are doing constantly, so I enjoy it a lot.
Much appreciated, and I wanted to thank you, ILLAY's, Arcos, for all the support that you have provided. Hands down, I would recommend every single person that be coming and joining to meet
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much. Definitely, our team will be in the 1st of August. I don't know how we can manage that, but we will try to move, not I don't know if everybody, but a part of the team for sure.
Much appreciated.
Of course. So, thank you for your time. If you want us to continue interviewing our clients, our entrepreneur friends, subscribe to our channel so we can make it grow together.